Hi, this is Andy Scott with North Shore Apartments and Condos. I'm walking into 1111 Lake, number 2. This is a big 2-bedroom, 2-bath. And from the front door, if I look to my left, you see one of the baths. The closed door is a bedroom, probably the bigger bedroom. We have an entry closet, the second bedroom, which has its own bath. And if we turn all the way to the right, we see the living part of the apartment. So let's just examine. We'll come back for the bedrooms and the baths, but you do have an entry closet, which is quite big actually. It's about 3 feet wide, at least 2 feet deep. You see the shelves on the left, hanging on the right. And then you've got about 1.5 feet high storage above, which I won't take a picture of, but it's just an empty space. We'll close that. And from the entry closet, we look into the living room. Now behind, you can just see that decorative mantle right there. There's a wood-burning fireplace behind the furniture there. And as we swing around, we see a very large living room. This has got to be at least 18 feet long by 12 feet across. Beautiful hardwood floors. The windows are facing south. A very pretty living room. If we look over to the right, sort of half of this screen, we see the beginnings of the big formal dining room. So I'm going to walk in, and before I show you out the window, I'm just going to try to get a little bit of information about the fireplace and the ornamentation. It's really very pretty. It's a very pretty living room. And again, we'll walk towards the windows, which are facing south. And this is Lake Street, but across is the rose garden. And all the leaves are out, so you can't see it quite completely now. But it's a very pretty area of Evanston. As we come back, we see the dining room for the first time. Dining room is a big formal dining room, at least 10 feet wide by a dozen feet long. So it's a big space. The windows in front of us are facing north. And again, these windows are facing south. These are also newer windows. They're made in the vintage style, but they're terrific windows. And there you get a little bit more of a glimpse of the rose garden. And north, you're basically a block east of Ridge, and you have neighbors. So I'm going to turn around again. You see the radiator. And from the north windows, you see into the living room, and you start to get a sense of how big this apartment is. It's really a very large space. So we'll walk back towards the living room to get our first glimpse of the kitchen. We have a stove hood and some cabinets above a full-size stove. More cabinets above some counter space. The countertop is a laminate rather than a rock. The floors are ceramic tiles. As we go into the kitchen, we see the back door, which goes right down to laundry. Cabinets above more counter space, cabinets below the counter space. So there's actually very good counter space. And as I slide closer to the back door, we have some more cabinets above a full-size fridge. A little bit of counter space above a dishwasher, and some more storage underneath the twin stainless steel sink. So where do we start? Let's start over here. And when I say laminate countertop, you can see that it's not rock, but it's super clean. Cabinets on top are standard 2-foot cabinets. So about 2 feet high, 3 shelves, 10 inches deep. You have 2 of them here. There's also some storage underneath the counter. The microwave belongs to the tenant, so that will not stay. Smaller storage above the stove hood. Light and the fan underneath the stove hood. The filter needs to be cleaned, but that will really reduce the amount of smoke that's exhausted into your kitchen. Full-size stove, obviously an occupied apartment. Everything needs to be cleaned, but we will do that. Again, the back door goes downstairs. Across from the back door is the fridge. So we see the freezer on top, nice space, shelves to the right. Underneath, these guys are good cooks. Crisper drawers on the bottom, butter dish shelves to the right. So it's a nice big fridge that can hold a lot of stuff. As we go to our right from the fridge, we see more counter space. Underneath the counter space, we have a dishwasher, full-size dishwasher. Above, we have a nice cabinet, again 10 inches deep, but this one's a little wider, so it's a little bigger than the other two we saw. Twin stainless steel sinks with a hose attachment for dishes. It's all the way to the hot. You can see the water pressure is good. Underneath is dry and can be used for storage, which they are doing. It drains beautifully, and we have another cabinet that's a little more narrow to the right. Again, the windows on this window on the right side is facing north towards your neighbor. Big cabinets across, so we turn around from the stove, we get the countertop. Big cabinets there. Some drawers underneath, which are nice, and you have a couple of drawers. And big cabinets underneath. Now the lower cabinets are quite deep, so you can put appliances, pots and pans, things that are not easily stored above. So that space is really nice. Wow, these are sticky. So those are your underneath storage, and just the smaller drawers about that wide. So what did I miss? From the back door, if we turn to the right, we see the cabinets, the stove, the countertop, and the fridge. I walk towards the stove and turn back from where I came. We see cabinets, countertop, more storage underneath, cabinets above the twin stainless steel sink, the dishwasher, storage underneath the sink, and the little bit of cabinet space above the fridge. And the one thing I didn't point out is that you do have a ceiling fan, which is really nice. Very easy to keep the kitchen clean. So we come out of the kitchen, and again, we're facing south here. We turn to our left, go through the living room, past the fireplace that you really can't see. That's unfortunate. Back towards the entry closet. And we'll turn right into the first. And this is actually the bigger bedroom. And this is quite a big bedroom. So space-wise, I'd say it's 12 by 10 and a half, 12 by 11, maybe a little bit more, maybe like 13 by 11. But you can see you have two beds here. I think they have their mom visiting. So I'll walk over this way, so you can sort of see the space and the width of the room. Quite big. You could easily get a lot of furniture in here. And again, the windows are facing south. And if I spin around from here, you see there's even room for a workstation. What is amazing about this bedroom is it has two big closets. So you have this big walk-in, which is probably 5 by 4 in its breadth and depth. Big shelves, hanging bars, hooks. It's got its own light fixture. And you have this second closet, which is smaller but has two hanging bars. Is probably, maybe not quite 4 feet across, and more like 2.5 feet deep. So it's smaller, but for most bedrooms, this would be a big bedroom closet. And it's smaller than this huge bedroom closet. So, I mean, you really have enormous closet space. This door leads to the bath. Well, I guess they have a baby. You have a little footstool there. Ceramic tile, standard vintage commode, nice sink with a little cabinet underneath, medicine cabinet above, 3 shelves, Very good water pressure. I know this building has good water pressure. Nice and dry. Clean underneath. Drains beautifully. Hot only, so I was only using the hot. Now I'm going to have to move this towel a little bit. If I show you the towel, oh, it's got fuzzy on me. Sorry about that. There we go. These towels are super clean. So it's really nice that way. The tub needs to be cleaned a little bit, but it's occupied, so it's really very clean for an occupied unit. Let's check the water pressure here. There's the hot only again. The shower head is probably about 6'6", so you have to be really monstrous to be too tall for this. And you can see it comes out well and drains well. And we'll turn it all the way off. I'm sorry about the fuzzy. When there's a change in light, the camera twitches out a little bit. Let's see if I can get it back. There we go. Just so you can see it's drained out, and it's really very clean. Move that back, and move this back. And I'll come back to the beginning of the bath. It's hard for me to show it because this is sort of the way they had it. That's the way I left it. Want to leave it. But it's a nice bath, super clean. Good water pressure. You see the outlet right there. Hanging bars. Then a big bedroom with massive closets. So we'll come out of that bedroom. There's the front door. There's the entry closet. Let's check this other bath real quick. Same ceramic tiles, same commode, same sink. Both baths have radiators. This has a radiator cover. Both baths have terrific water pressure. Cabinet underneath, used for storage, nice and dry. Drains very well. Same medicine cabinet, although this one is not used quite as much. Tiles are still very clean. These are not quite as clean. And this tub is not quite as clean. But let's check the water pressure. Whoopsie-daisy. Almost got ambushed. Great water pressure. Again, it's like 6'6", way up there. It drains really well, although it's not quite clean. It's occupied, so it will be clean. So here you see the new windows in both baths. Makes it very easy to keep clean. So it's a little easier for me to show you the ceiling here, but you have none of the mildew, and that's because the windows open easily. So a nice big bath, super clean, good water pressure. And then we'll go in. Now there is a door to the bedroom from the bathroom. We went back out into the hall. This is so that door right there leads to the bath. I'm going to leave that closed. The windows here are facing, wow, I don't even know, they're facing into the courtyard. So I have to get my bearings really. These are facing north. So it faces into the courtyard. Again, we have the newer windows, big bedroom. So 10.5 feet at least in length that way, and then like 12.5 feet this way. Just very big. You can see a queen-size bed and all the additional space. Just a huge bedroom. This is a great apartment for a family who wants to put 2 kids in a bedroom, or for roommates, because you literally have 2 apartments within the apartment. This is the closet. Another walk-in closet. This is sort of in between the other 2 closets. I think it's probably about 3.5 feet deep or so, and 4 feet across. Hooks, hanging bars, 2 hanging bars on either side. Really a nicely laid out closet, and shelves that go all the way around. So big closet, big bedroom, really big bedroom. Has its own bath, which is huge. And they had the doors closed, so I just instinctively closed the door, but that's the door to the rest of the apartment. There are some hooks on the door as well. And again, both bedrooms have ceiling fans. So that's super nice. So as we come out of the bedroom, we look back at the bath, the second bath. We can look across to the bedroom, the big bedroom with two huge closets. And so to get one last look, oopsie-daisy, at the big living room. And we know that there's a contiguous dining room and a nice kitchen. That takes us to the front door. Thank you for watching.